Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where last episode we just finished up all of these terraformations, and that is absolutely wonderful. We're going to colonize all of these worlds, of course. What is this click to open confirmation dialogue. No, don't cancel that planned colony. Okay, noted. That is fine. So we want to colonize all of these with our founder species. That will be fine. And we'll have a planned colony for all of these locations. Excellent. So we just need to get all of these going. Perfect. And there we go. So we'll get all of those underway. That is wonderful. We also finished up an orbital over in Rothier, and I just saw this notification number tick up. So that means there's a job here somewhere, and it is this refinery station. It's currently set up as a refinery station. I'm not convinced it'll actually remain that. For now, let's put in a mineral processing plant and an energy grid. That will be absolutely fine. Where's the energy grid at? Here it is. Perfect. So we'll get those queued up, and we'll get those finished eventually. Cool. So that should be wonderful. We're going to get these mega structures finished eventually. 863 days. This will happen fairly soon. Noted. That looks good. Our military fleets also look pretty decent. Also, I just saw another unemployment tick in here. Where are we? Did I miss it? Or did it get taken care of already? It may have already gotten taken care of. Yeah, I definitely don't see it now. Okay, sure. So, checking in through here, our construction ships. What is the next construction ship that is going to become available? Almost certainly it will be this one. The Ganges is building a Habitat Central Complex, plus 4 orders, plus 3 orders, a Habitat Central Complex here, and plus 2 orders. So we actually have construction ships that are going to be finishing up at similar times here. Okay. That means that we need to be banking up as much influence as we can right now. So that is absolutely understood. We're definitely going to be doing that. Cool. So we're at 4 unemployment right now, and that is correct. So it looks like we had already taken care of it, or maybe we had a instant migration. If that's the case, though, then they wouldn't have been a virtual intelligence, would they? Do we have a species? No, but it's possible, I think, that somebody migrated to us from our Federation and then migrated again instantly on the month tick and then started their assimilation. That might be what happened. I feel like that's a reasonably likely explanation. Now, one thing I want to check here is in our species, we only have this one template, don't we? Yeah, this is all of our pops. Okay, that's interesting because we have the one with the 2 negative traits for our colonization. But it looks like we don't actually have any of those. So that seems fine. We finish up another orbital construction. That seems great. And the question is, where are we going to go next with our construction ships, right? Well, the next one that's going to finish is definitely going to be this guy. He's at 30% right now. That's understood. We just finished fungible circuitry. Anything non-repeatable in here? Yeah, Devastator torpedoes. Get that done. Cool. Yeah, we have an idle leader, and we do have unspent trait points. Absolutely we do. So we could certainly do something with these trait points. We could create a template here, and what would we like to do? We could add or remove some traits. So we could add in amenities from jobs. Might not be a bad thing. We could make them waterproof. That's probably pretty decent to do. But I don't think we actually need it. Well, food, energy, and mineral output on ocean worlds. Housing usage on ocean worlds and flooded habitats, minus 10%. Okay. That said, 10% research from jobs is pretty good. We can certainly just take that. And then we can have an exotic gas upkeep. Ooh, I don't know about that. some of those are pretty good, but we're not really set up for it. We could go for these 3 cores here, though. So 15% additional research as well. Oh, they're not compatible. Okay, gotcha. That makes sense. Roboticist upkeep reduction would not be bad. Unity from jobs would actually be really good. Let's grab that, and then empire size from pops would be pretty decent too. How much are we getting from pops? The majority, the vast majority is from pops. So I definitely think that streamlined protocols is a good way to go. We'll create that template, and I want to apply this template. So I want to just select all pops of this species on all planets. That's going to cost a lot of engineering research. That is understood. We'll apply that template.
Log updated.
And then we'll research this. That's going to take 23 months. Okay, that's fine. We're absolutely going to get going on that. There's still unspent trait points, and it's highlighting these guys. Okay. Well, we spent all of our robot trait points, so that's all good. But we're going to get those converted over. I don't think that I think that happens all at once, right? I'm pretty sure that'll get applied all at once, but that's fine. We'll be researching that for a good long time. So we have 6 notifications over here, and I think it was these guys. They need more upgrades. 19 ships. Okay, we also finished up all of these. That's probably where the notifications were, actually. But we do have some unemployment going on our worlds at this moment, although that got mostly fixed. It went from 8 to 2. So we've got this Forge world here, and we definitely do want to continue to build industrial districts on it. That will be fine. What else do we need here? Well, actually, that's it for the moment. Okay, sounds reasonable. So we're at 113 influence right now. We're going to finish up our major orbital in Aculum very, very shortly. So we'll head over to Aglomia after that, which is, of course, right next to it, but I'm hoping that we have the influence for that. Like I said, though, we're going to have a lot of these construction ships finishing at similar times. Not exactly identical, but similar times. So we're going to have a little bit of a squeeze on us from influence for right now. I do see there's a job available here somewhere, and I think we finished up a building. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So this mining station, we do have 13 districts we can put in. Research districts would not be the worst thing in the world. Alternatively, we could boost up our naval cap a little bit. I feel like we're doing okay economically on that, though. I'm going to put in a 0G research district. That will be fine. Wonderful.
Initial colonization phase commencing.
And yeah, we're going to start getting a lot of those colonization phases commencing. So we're still at 54% here. That seems okay. The Ganges is building its Habitat Central Complex, so it's going to require new orders soon, but it's not going to require influence for that. So that is excellent. We're very, very glad about that.
Fleet enhancement supplied.
We've upgraded the forward defense fleet again. Pray we do not upgrade it further.
Research concluded.
We're going to upgrade it further. We just finished up fleet management procedures, giving us plus 20 naval cap. Let's see if there's any non-repeatable texts in here. There are not. I'm going to auto-research that. And we're going for strike craft damage? Okay, whatever. I don't really care about that. It's not particularly great, but we'll get that finished. 69 months on that. I mean, I'm contractually obligated to say nice, but that's a long time for 500,000 research.
Phase commencing.
That said, that empire size is going to go down, so that will definitely help matters. The Ganges has finished up its habitable world down here, or I guess its habitat. And yeah, we have access to all of these, I'm guessing because these are all in our Federation. But we're going to, of course, go with... Interesting. So this template exists, but we're going to go with these guys. Okay, so the Ganges is out over here, of course, and needs to construct additional orbitals. There's only a couple of orbitals we're going to have here, though. So we're going to do a major orbital here, we're going to do a minor orbital here, and then a minor orbital here. And that's all we've got in this system. There's not all that much going on there. Hey, look, these guys need more upgrades. 26 ships. Okay. I think these guys keep changing their template, not necessarily, like, getting new equipment. I think they're just changing their template around. It's okay. It's not a big deal. So let's check through. We have a job available. I thought I saw one down here. I know that there's one up at Tiersonia. No, I did not see one there. Okay, so this is fine. Space Storm Bad has finally dissipated, and let's get this reactor district built at Tiersonia. That should be the only location that actually needs it, I think.
Complete.
Yeah, pretty sure. So Rothier Prime is good to go, and we are, of course, going to come down this direction and build a robot assembly plant on it.
Initial colonization phase commencing.
And we've got a bunch of additional worlds that are going to be getting colonized. Like, we are expanding significantly within our space right now. Building tall is so much more viable in Stellaris now. I like it.
Fleet enhancement supplied.
I like it a lot. This is actually extraordinarily viable. We have a long ways to go on our construction still. So this tech world over here, we can certainly build advanced research complexes on. We're getting close to maxing out this world. We've got a bunch of districts we can still make. But Alpha Centauri mining here, of course, is maxed out as of right now. And we're going to send them over to Azalash. So that is not a maxed out world, but we are going to need a job there. So let's head down to Azalash. And this is going to be a mining district here. We can actually afford to bump this up to a tier 5 ascension, and we're going to do so. Wonderful. It now takes 90 days to build a mining district here, and each mining district is going to be outputting 60.
Phase commencing.
Wow. Okay, that is definitely pretty hefty. And we, of course, continue to get additional pops on this planet. So that is all absolutely great. Very pleased with that. So we're going to be finishing up this major orbital here, and that, of course, means that we're going to need to have enough to build another habitat, which we do, which is good. So that is done as of now. We're going to move down to Aglomia, and I want to have you selected. Thank you very much. We are indeed going to be, I think, losing a fair amount of these alloys, which is unfortunate. But we're going to hop over here and build a Habitat Central complex. So that world is, or rather that system, is going to take quite a long time to get finished up. Okay, the Sahara just finished building its orbitals as well. So as I said, this is going to be a bit problematic for us. We're going to head up to Golovia, but we do not have the influence to build a habitat here, as of right now. We can enter orbit here, but that's all we can do for the moment. We need to save up influence. So that's fine, but it's not ideal. No doubt about that. Hey look, we can upgrade this fleet again. Do it. I mean, that number does keep going up, so maybe they are getting technology. I don't know.
Council agenda ready.
Let's check in over here. We've got one unemployment. That's Nahal Science. Okay, that is actually building. That's fine. So we just finished up Conquer Nature here. That's going to give us some habitability and some terraforming speed. Not that we really need it now. So that's, you know, not necessarily ideal. Superior Colonies is kind of interesting. I don't feel like we need the planetary build speed, though. Mechanical pop assembly speed is pretty good here. I think we definitely want to speed up our pop assembly. So that'll be fine.
Initial colonization phase commencing.
Excellent. More colonies going in is for the best. So let's head on down over here and take a look. We've got 5 of these going right now. There's going to be more. So that all sounds good. And we've only got the one planet with unemployment right now. That is, of course, Nahal Science. And we'll get there. So we need 4 amenities right now. City districts do provide some amenities. It's not great, but they do provide some. But I'd kind of rather... no, I think city districts are fine here. It's only the one job slot.
Fleet enhancement supplied.
Yeah, I think it'll be okay. So that's fine for now. Making our way down through here, we know we don't have any additional unemployment, but the Sahara is currently sitting up here. Unfortunately, we need like 102 additional influence. That's going to take some time. Like I said, these were all kind of lining up. So we're going to have a bit of a deficit here of influence, which is not ideal. So Habitat Central Complex is 10% away. Okay, 2 orders here. So we've still got some time there. 2 orders here, we've still got a little bit of time there. Habitat Central Complex, that's okay. And a major orbital plus 1 order here. Yeah, we're certainly going to be running into a deficit of influence very soon. We're going to have some idling construction ships for a while, I'm afraid. It's not the end of the world, but it is something that exists and is not amazing. We would prefer that not to be the case, shall we say. So our art installation is going to be done in about 6 months, and similar amounts of time for our interstellar assembly. So we're going to have our mega structure construction completed very shortly here. There aren't any other megastructures we are going to end up taking. The Oviran League declared war on the Zelvan Empire. Okay. For now, we're not too concerned about that. We are consumed entirely in our internal matters, which is neat. I'm not used to that. So we can see that we've got 3 worlds colonizing here. Where are the other 3? Are they already done? Maybe they got into the frontier sector. Yes, they did. Okay. So we've got our 6 worlds there. That looks good. And then we've got our 2 habitats. Beautiful. That'll be absolutely fine. So this fleet needs to be upgraded. It went back down to 86.5. Okay. Yes. They are definitely just changing around their template. Okay. We might want to just change these fleets. So we can have 200. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to disband the Joint Expeditionary Fleet here. Then we're going to go into our Federation. We're going to grab the Forward Defense Fleet, and I want to go into the Fleet Manager. And this, we are going to start disbanding a lot of things here, but I want to add in a Federation Titan. So this is going to be... Is this ours? Federation naval capacity is too low to add this ship right now. Yes. I'm wondering, do we need a copy of each of our ships for the Federation? Because we have the Enterprise class ship, or the Enterprise class, right? That's fine. I want to go into the Federation ship designer. Okay. Let's get rid of a lot of these designs. Okay. We cannot remove the last designs here, but I want to make sure, yes. Now we're going to create a new design. This is going to be a Titan. And this is going to be basically a copy of the Enterprise class. So we're going to have the Titan bow, we're going to have the Titan core, and the Titan stern. And we're going to go with the Ancient Ruination glare, and then we're going to go with the artillery out over here. Okay. Now we're going to go with Dragon Scale armor here, and we're going to go with hyper shields out over here. Wonderful. And then out this way, we're going to go with a pair of shield hardeners and a reactive armor. Something like this. Is this exactly the same as our Enterprise class? Perhaps not, but that's okay. I want the nanobot cloud. Okay. So I'm going to save that, and the question is that the same as ours? So we're going to go in here real quick. Check the Enterprise class. It's very similar. We've got the shield capacitor instead of the second shield hardener. I think we're better off having the second shield hardener, actually. So I'm just going to save that, and that will be absolutely fine. So we're going to have to go through each one of these, and this is going to be pretty straightforward to do. I'm just refreshing what we've got here in my mind. Okay. So we're going to need to go into the Federation ship designer, and we're going to get rid of this class of Titan. And then we're going to create ourselves a battleship. So this is going to be, we know that this was the spinal mount bow. We know that this should be the artillery core, and this should be the artillery stern. This is the focused arc emitter, and then the kinetic artilleries here, like so. This should be dragon scale armor and hyper shields, and then hardeners, so a reactive armor and a shield hardener. And then this should be artillery. That looks good. So we'll save that as the Battleship class battleship. Okay, perfect. We'll get rid of the Iltrix class. Next, the Thunderbolt. So we're going to get a cruiser here. This should be... I believe we went with the broadside bow, and then the broadside core, and the broadside stern. And then these, I believe, were plasma. And then these were... Okay, I gotta refresh my mind. What was the Garibaldi class? Plasma and then Gauss cannons. Okay. So back into the Federation ship designer we go, where we have the Thunderbolt class cruiser. We could actually just change this, I suppose. So this would be the broadside, broadside, and broadside. So we had a pair of plasmas here, and then we have Gauss cannons all along here. This can be hyper shields, this can be dragon scale armor, and then we'll have the hardeners, like so. Our power is negative here, so that is understood. That means that we can only have one of these, I think. Yeah. Or we could drop a hyper shield. Our armor is already significantly higher than our shields. So we could drop the shield hardener and then put something else in here. Just like a reactor booster. It's not ideal, but it'll do. I think that's what we had in the other anyway. Okay, so destroyers. So we're on gunships here, and in the medium slot, we wanted a Stormfire autocannon, and the rest of this was all plasma, if I recall correctly, for the destroyers. Okay, let's put the shields here and dragon scale armor here, and then we can put in an advanced shield hardener. Although reactive armor is going to be slightly better here. We've only got 12 remaining power, so we can do like an auxiliary fire control or something like that. Okay, so now the frigate is fine. We'll not do anything with that. And then the Corvette. This should, of course, be a picket ship, and we want this to be... Did we want this to be an ancient weapon? Yes. Ancient there, and then I believe we have a Stormfire autocannon and a plasma cannon. Let's refresh that, though. Hang on. Yes, that is correct. Noted. Okay, back to the Federation fleet. So... this guy here is going to be a picket ship. We wanted the Ancient Defensive Web Slinger. We wanted the Stormfire autocannon and the Plasma Cannon. This should be an advanced afterburner, although that doesn't actually boost up our evasion. And then these should all be pure armor. Beautiful. And this is in Swarm. Okay. I want to double check our combat computers here. This is in picket. That's fine. That's the closest range there. This cruiser is in line, so closing to medium range. That should be reasonably fine there. And then the battleship is in artillery, and the Titan is in artillery. Perfect. So now we've got this forward defense fleet, and this is auto-bested. I'm going to disband these battleships, and we want to put in the battleship class and the Titan class here. So... this is going to be up to 200 that we can fit here, right? So we can go up to 7 battleships. We have a few too many destroyers, perhaps, and then 31 corvettes. Okay, this seems fine. We'll reinforce this fleet. That fleet is now at full strength, and the Federation fleet can only have 177 anyway. So now the forward defense fleet is going to get upgraded, but it's going to get upgraded to our template. Do it. That should be a sizable game. Wonderful. So that's great. We probably needed to do that. And all of these fleets actually should get upgraded. We did make a slight change to our Titans. That's going to be a slow process, but we'll certainly get those done. Okay, so all of... No. I don't want to make these into a mercenary fleet. Okay, there we go. We'll get all of those upgrading. And the Sahara is, of course, just chilling up over here, but that's fine for now. So the Sol Station is currently upgrading. That was pretty quick.
Fleet enhancement supplied.
Yeah, that's upgrading very quickly. For a Titan upgrade, I like it. I mean, it was a very minor thing. So that looks good. And we've got
Fleet
those Federation
enhancement
battleships
supplied.
and that Federation Titan being produced as well. I like it.
Fleet
Well, it is time
enhancement
to put a cut in
supplied.
here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to continue our
Fleet
construction
enhancement
and
supplied.
hopefully deal with this unemployment as well. I see that there's some here, but that is something that can be dealt with next episode. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Andy McGar, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Tommy, Kintogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.